Say what? Say what? Oh yeah, you just come in the house, make yourself at home. Oh, cutie, cutie, where's the cookies? You gonna get it, cutie? You gonna get it from the OON puppet? Yeah, 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 yeah. Who's got that big fluffy tail? Who's got that big butt? Hey, buddy. Looky. There you go. Oh, it's okay, Tim. That's just Mr. Wiener. That's just Mr. Wiener. Gertie, look at those big, beautiful eyes. Who's that, Tiny Tim? He's eating your peanuts. Circus. Oh, there you go, Circus, Circus. Got it. Got it. There you go, cutie. Cute little black socks. Whoop. Oh, cutie pie. Your soft head. Yeah. Who's that, cutie? It's Mr. Ostrich. Oh, you're attacking him in the face. Oh, he's gonna get you too. Hi, Tim. Hi, guys. Everyone be good. Yeah, Timmy. You're such a good boy. You're such a crazy little monster. You're gonna grow up to be a monster like these guys. I know you are. Hey, happy OONSDAY, guys. We got Mr. Skunk over there, and that guy right there that just walked off, I recognize him from last year. It's been a whole year since I've seen him. He's going off in the grass. I hope he comes back. He has some really nasty battle wounds on him, and I am shocked he survived. Last year I thought he was in such rough shape, and I did give him a lot of food to help him recover, and he did make it, and he returned. Wow. So we do have some coming back. That cold streak really sent them back into their tree hollows like on Halloween Day. They didn't show up that night at all. So they're a little extra skittish, I noticed. I'm not sure why. Maybe because the skunk is around. Look at that neat Y pattern on that skunk. I love to pull this guy out and use them with the raccoons. It's a lot of fun. I put a cookie in its mouth, and I get a charge just seeing them take it. Get it, cutie. Get it, cutie. Oh, you're suspicious of the ostrich, aren't you? There you go. Hi there. Cutie, did you squeak the toy? Did you squeak the toy? Yes, you did. Okay, Mr. Skunk is having a drink in the water bowl. Don't you get sprayed, cutie. You and your beautiful fur. I'll have to give you a bath. Would you let me give you a bath? I doubt it. I doubt it. You let me touch you at least. Okay, I know you want a cookie. I'm gonna put it down there. You better get it. You better get it. Oh, you better get it. She is snorting a lot tonight. I think that semi-hibernation the other day, that torpor state where they involuntarily, their body shut down and sleep, has her off her game. She just tipped a whole bucket of water. She's grunting, which isn't her usual self. She's going to go up the tree with the cookie. She's being a little weird. You got some little friends with you? Where's your brother? Your sister's up the tree. Where's Mr. Wiener at? I love how you use your hands, buddy. So we got 5 right at the doorway here. This looks like a Circus, skittish, and 3 babies. Hey, there you go. There you go. Oh, we got another baby in the water bowl over here. Come on in. Get the peanuts. You guys gotta get fat. Got some deep sleeping coming up ahead. Probably not this week. Temperatures are going to be pretty decent. Yeah, I want them to stay around a little longer. Going to have some separation anxiety when they do go into a sleep. But even in the wintertime, they'll make a showing if the temperatures get up above 30. You'll see some tracks in the snow. Not that many come, but some do show up. Oh, there you go, Circus. Here's a marshmallow for you. Boy, I haven't hand-fed Circus in a long time. She's usually off in that corner right there, right where the grass meets the patio bricks. It's funny, they all have their ritualistic spots that they like to be, I noticed. If Moira was here, you'd see her out by the bird bath. That's her spot. Even though last year, that wasn't always her spot. She would hang out right here where I had that white bench. She would park herself under that white bench and wouldn't let anyone near her. So they all have their spots. Oh, Circus is back. Probably looking for another marshmallow. What do you say, Circus? Yeah, you're always a little crazy when you grab it. I remember that. Circus kind of reaches all the way up to the elbow sometimes, like Excitable Bill does. Like, give me the marshmallow and your whole arm, just to be sure. So I just read a comment from a viewer of mine that got to hand feed one of her raccoons for the first time. And that's a big congratulations, and it's also a please be very, very careful. Now, I've watched her videos, and she's been feeding for a long time, and she's slowly gotten this one closer and closer. I believe she's in New York, and she's had some cold weather too where they're not showing up as much, so congratulations to you on hand feeding a raccoon. Now, if anyone else is out there thinking I'm encouraging it, I'm not. You do it at your own risk, and it's going to take months, if not longer, till you get to the point where you're comfortable enough to do it, and that's for adults only to decide on their own if they want to try that. I've known these guys a long time, a lot of these since they were little babies, and when you start with them when they're young, they learn you and you learn them, and next thing you know, it's not a big deal to take that next step and start to hand feed them. When I started for the very first time hand feeding, I would use a long skewer, wooden skewer, and I'd put pieces of marshmallow or hot dog at the end and get them to take it that way. And then I'd take that same skewer and kind of tap them on the head with it and pet them on the back with it just to get them used to that interaction. And I would shorten up that stick and get them closer and closer. And I'd put food on my shoes too. That's another thing I'd do. And get them to eat off of my shoes. And then they just get really used to your smell and used to your presence. The next thing you know, you're feeding them out of your hand. Now, not all of them take it nice out of the hand. Like you saw Circus there, she's a very nice raccoon, but she gets excited when it comes to grabbing something. And she'll grab further up the hand than she should. Where others will take just the edge of the peanut or just the edge of the marshmallow or cookie. Now someone like Cutie and Mr. Wiener, you see I can hide the cookie in my hand and they'll dig in. I trust them that much because I've known them since they were babies. And we just learned each other so well, I know what I can get away with them. So every raccoon is incredibly different. I've had a total, my most this year was 33 that showed up. And it's just a small fraction of that 33 that I will hand feed. Now, Gertie Monster's pretty good. Gertie, you want that? Oh, you giving me a high five? Gertie is real sweet with staying real close and letting me get the camera up on her. Skittish, you need some more peanuts. There you go. You work those hands. Now Skittish is real funny with like a cookie or a marshmallow. The eyes will be pinned on my eyes while grabbing it. Skittish likes to just keep eye contact the whole time, like just in case something happens. Ooh, big possum just showed up. Look at that beast. Look at the head on that possum. Wow. I've seen that one around before. That is just a tank. What a monster. Gertie, you're liking him in the shell tonight? Look at this long one. So this would be a good sized peanut to start off with when you do peanuts with a raccoon. It's nice and long. I enjoy giving long ones like this to the chipmunks. I get a real charge watching them try and fit that in their cheek, and when they realize they can't run it off with it. You are such a big, beautiful raccoon, Gertie. I'm always so impressed by you. What in the heck is that? I just can't help myself. I love to play with these guys. Gertie, who was that? You're funny, Gertie. So you can see she has that mark on her foot. It's very similar to the mark that Mr. Wiener has on his. Like Brutus was here the other day, just a giant raccoon like Gertie, and no marks like that. Most of the big ones, they have scars on their legs from past battles. Raccoons are something. They are survivors. They're opportunistic, scrappy survivors. They are just marvelous animals. Should be the national animal for sure. I mean, the bald eagle is very aspirational, I get that, but this is a more true representation of us, don't you think? So that is a giant male right there. And that one, you could see, had some injuries to the face. If he gets close, his tail looks a little crooked on the end. He's definitely familiar. I've seen him before. He's not a regular though. And I'm thinking this cold weather approaching, he remembers this is a good place to bulk up with some heavy duty food, and here he is. And so far he's getting along with the others. You could see his head. Look at all that, where it's hair's kind of missing by his ear. It's a little droopy by his eye. This one is Circus baby. And what a resemblance with the tufts of fur that really come off the cheek, just like Circus has. Oh, the possum's back. Here he is. That might be different than the other one. Yeah, that is a different one. That other one was more white and had that really fat head. I can never figure out how many different possums I have. Cutie Monster finally came down from her tree. Cutie, cutie, cutie. Where have you been? Where have you been, sweetie? Taking a little siesta up there? Was there someone on the ground down here you weren't comfortable with? Maybe that guy. Yeah, I remember him from last year. He came back. Don't have a name for him. He's a very big boy. Different kind of walk than the other ones. Really tall back legs. Like the opposite of Brutus and Badger, that have those low to the ground back legs. But all OONs are welcome. Yeah, you definitely are Circus's baby. There you go. Gertie. It's nice to see the possum in the mix. Possum's going after the dog food. Yeah, he's all slobbery by his head. That's interesting. Birdie. Yeah. You're a crazy Gertie monster. Here he is. Here's the Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim. Gotta come to your spot. Your spot's right here. Well, hey, little guys. How you doing? You know that's Tiny Tim's spot. There you go, Tim. Yeah, I'd say Tim is getting better with that back leg. Okay, cute monster. Be careful for this guy. He's a little shady. Something ain't quite right with him. Him and his wet, slobbery head. You babies be careful by that one. He hasn't been around for a while. He's got to figure out the system again. Gotta learn to be polite. Okay, Tim. Look, you have cookies right in front of you and you don't want them? Little black socks? You're a tough one. Yes, you are. Are you gonna be a tough one too? You guys are still so cute. You got some growing up to do. You better get to it. You need to eat double time. Munch, 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 munch. Go, go, go. You too, Tim. Yeah. Can you smell it? It's not a live animal. It's just like all those other props I use with you guys. Just more silliness. Good job, cutie. You want that? You want that? You want that, Tim? You want that monster, I know you do. Yeah, he's got real black feet. He's got black legs and black front feet. Maybe he's the dad to those Black Sox guys. Right over there. Yeah. That's a good Timmy. That's a good Timmy. Oh, we got a deer coming in the yard here. There you go, cutie. So we got a doe right there coming on in. And yesterday I saw a giant buck come right through the yard. It looked like an 8 or a 10 pointer. Oh, another doe showing up. So we have 2 does. That is something I could film in the winter time. The deer get pretty used to me too. They get pretty close, almost as close as that water bowl when I'm at the doorway. I'm gonna get those toes. You better be quick, I'm gonna get those toes. Oh, I'm gonna get those toes. Yeah, Wiener, you watch out for that crazy baby. Hi guys, remember me? I'm gonna have to start getting some apples for you. I highly recommend watching a PBS nature show called My Life as a Deer. The scientist that did it also did a show called My Life as a Turkey. He dedicated time of his life just with a deer and just with turkey, and he learned how to communicate with them and to be accepted by the group. it was controversial, but he used food. For me, that's not controversial at all. If you really want to get to know an animal, you're going to have to use food. But there's all sorts of head bobs and different language that deer use where they can really lower their defenses once you figure it out, kind of like a deer whisperer. And where I used to live, there was a good group of deer in the park where I lived, and I would do that with them. I would do head nods and turn your head to the side, act like you're not looking, and they get real curious with you. They'll circle around you, and I've gotten extraordinary close to wild deer. Oh, Mr. Wiener. I know you want a cookie. I'm going to put the cookie in the ostrich mouth. You better get it. You better get it. So I guess this would be my summer as a raccoon. Because I've really dedicated every day to being with these guys since the beginning of March, when they first started showing up. I fed them last year, but because I wanted to do a YouTube channel to share what I do, I really spent every day feeding them and interacting with them. So yeah, this would be my life as a raccoon. Well, I am so happy to see them coming back in after that day of none showing up. So saw a bunch of different ones today. Saw a couple possums, had the skunk here. It was kind of a fun night of feeding. So happy OONSDAY, everyone, and have a good one.